Welcome to the alchemy of sex and spirit, where sex, psychology and spirit meet. In this episode, we'll explore the power body. And stay until the end for this week's magical practice. It could change everything. The greatest mistake is thinking that what we see in the mirror is who we really are. There's much more to the physical body than simply what appears to us when we look in the mirror. We see arms and legs, a head, hair, external organs. But our body is actually composed of energy. Most people think that the physical body animates and sustains itself. It doesn't. The body is a bundle of energetic motion, an amazing, mysterious structure drawn out of forces from the cosmos and meticulously constructed through a process of emanation and evolution over vast periods of time. No known feat of engineering could manufacture the elbow or the ankle to the same degree of perfection as human bone structure. No textile, however fine and precious, could replicate human skin. No computer expert could build a machine to replace or even rival the human head. No jewel, crystal, or camera lens can usurp the eye. Consider the ears, tongue, and the vocal cords. Contemplate the digestive and reproductive systems, staggering in their complexity and mystery. Everything in the universe, including the human body, is composed of energy. Behind everything we see, feel, or touch is energy. The universe is a teeming, swirling bundle of energy composed of gases, molecules, atoms, electrons, protons, the substance behind all organic life and matter. And intrinsically connected with the field of atomic and subatomic energy exist fields of even finer, subtle energies. These are the fields of life energies or life force. This is a scientific fact that's been known for many thousands of years. In Oriental terminology, life force is called Qi. In India and Tibet, it's called prana. The universe is permeated, superimposed and surrounded by a vast field of conscious life energy. Science calls the cosmos between the planets and stars space and considers it to be empty. It isn't. Space is full of conscious life in the form of energies. It's intimately interwoven with the wave realm that quantum physicists speak of when they say that energy is visible to the physical eye as particles and at the same time invisible as waves. The body of every living being is also surrounded and enlivened by this frequency. The energy surrounding our body has often been pictured artistically as an aura or halo. In the West, it's variously known as the etheric or ethereal body, the second body, the life body, or the subtle body. This subtle energy surrounds and permeates us always. Electromagnetic energy fields, or aura. It weaves around and within us through a complex system of psychic centers connecting our physical body to these universal energies, which are the source of our thoughts and feelings. Most people today, including those involved in the medical and psychological professions, are under the false impression that thoughts and feelings are generated solely within the human body by the nervous system and the brain. This is a false premise, and one that leads to anxieties and fears. While the brain, through the nervous system, registers thoughts and feelings, they don't originate there. What we experience as thoughts and feelings are actually the energies of life. Medical doctors understand the physiological aspects of the body, and psychologists study the brain. Psychotherapists attempt to grapple with emotions. But a study of life is needed, a science of the soul, for the human being to be completely understood. Within the human organism, there are actually 4 bodies: the physical body, the subtle body, the astral body, and the mental body. All 4 have special centers of consciousness that govern movement, feeling, and mind. In the physical body, there are 7 such centers located along the spine, but in actuality are points of connection with the etheric or subtle body or aura. With the physical organs, we experience. With the energy centers, we sense. With our centers of consciousness, we know. It could be said, in the same way that the human physical body is made up of many cells, the human soul, or psyche, is made up of various energy and consciousness centers. On a microcosmic scale, the glandular and endocrine systems are directly connected with these psychic centers. On a macrocosmic scale, these centers are energetically connected with the planets in our solar system and the 12 signs of the zodiac. If you can imagine a transparent tube inside the body, encasing the spine, with an open end at the fontanelle of the cranium and ending at the coccyx, you'll have an approximate visual idea of the location of the subtle body within the physical body. These centers of consciousness are referred to in Western spiritual documents as churches, angels, stars. In the East, they're referred to chakras or lotus flowers. When this dimension of the subtle body is discovered, it's a key to releasing enormous power. Such is the universal order that some have tapped into its power unknowingly and released energy that's been used in a destructive way. And it's because of this potential for misuse that detailed practical knowledge of how to harness the life force has been largely kept hidden from the ordinary general public. Real knowledge of the energies of life has remained esoteric or occult, except to those who have been proven qualified to understand them. Such qualification has been ascribed only after long periods of study and practice to those who have been first recognized under descriptions such as esoteric students, novices, disciples, yogis, and mystics. There are keys to health available in working with life force. Sadly, not nearly enough research has been made by modern medical science into the internal subtle body and the potential effects on health. Many physical and mental illnesses are due to imbalances in the psychic centers. Of course, it's simplistic to suggest that all sickness and diseases are a direct result of life force imbalance. There are many complex factors involved in maintaining a healthy body and mind, some of which are hidden from the academic and scientific world. Irrespective of all these factors, however, the fact remains that disease of any kind either results in or is a result of impairment in the flow of life force in these centers of the subtle body. People think they'll increase their energy through sleep, food, and working out in the gym. This is only partially true. An excess of sleep, food, and working out can actually de-energize the body and create lethargy. Real energy comes from the surrounding aura and can be directly and consciously drawn upon, thereby strengthening the body and mind, along with the right use of sleep, food, and exercise. Consciously connecting with the life force transforms everything, including the process of sexual arousal. It's a secret key to the mystery of the male and female erection. The circulatory system, the nervous system, the endocrinal network, all respond to the degree of life energy or the lack of it that a man or woman can consciously harness. In a person whose subtle body is properly balanced, the creative power is experienced through sex as a fusion of masculine and feminine energies, resulting in increased and sometimes extraordinary creativity. When properly used, sexual intimacy releases creative wisdom that can be used for the upward evolution of the world and the entire human race. There's wisdom like no other, and the life force is nowhere more powerful than inherent in the creative power accessed through the sex center. Unfortunately, comparatively few people on Earth understand sexual energy sufficient for it to be used for the highest good. It's wasted on a massive scale throughout the world every day and night. The essential nature of life force is light and heat. A person who lacks the knowledge of how to access the life force will exude either excessive heat or a distinct lack of warmth. A person who's described by others as one who blows hot or cold is one who's difficult to trust due to the unreliability of temperament. Then two cold people together in a relationship don't make a warm relationship. A relationship of two hot people may clash regularly and their relationship burn out very quickly. Hot energy in sex will cause early ejaculation in a man and an insatiable appetite for sex or food in a woman. Cold energy, or the absence of warmth, will often be accompanied by erection problems in a man and orgasmic difficulties in a woman. To understand the mystery and power of sexual energy or life force, a profound truth must be grasped. Life force flows downwards, outwards, or more accurately stated, from the highest or most inner worlds to the lowest or outer worlds. In this way, energy materializes, becomes denser, and this is how nature is manifest in the physical world. It's in this downwards motion of life force that we're held on the physical earth, an elementary aspect of gravity. It's also through the downward pull of energy that our sense organs are attracted towards what we perceive as external objects, or aromas, sounds, and sensations. At this level, we're little more than instruments of instinct. The sex instinct is one of the most magnetic energies for the downflowing or outflowing of life force. It'll rush towards the attracting energy and be burned up within a very short time, often leaving a negative or destructive energy in the atmosphere. True creative power is discovered when men and women learn how to reverse the flow of life force in sexual energy, so that it's not merely rushing downwards and outwards, but is contained, distilled, or more accurately described as transmuted into creative universal energy by the correct use of the psychic centers. To become aware of your subtle body, you must first realize you have a physical body, but that you are not that body. This is a profound realization that will set you free from many fears that are attached to the fragile nature of the physical body. More about that will be explained in further episodes, but for now, let's begin a process of self-discovery that starts by becoming conscious within the body. Magical practice. Find a place where you can be undisturbed for 20 minutes. Lay on your back, on a bed, or on the floor on a rug or blanket, either clothed or unclothed. Relax your legs completely. Relax your hands away from your sides, palms open to the ceiling. Relax your arms completely. Tuck your tailbone underneath to give your lower back some space. Now release all tension and let the body become heavy and perfectly still. Close your eyes and breathe in and out through your nose, deeply but easily. Take a moment to relax into the stillness. Become aware of your body resting on the floor or bed. Become aware of the places where your body and the floor come into contact. Now let your breath be natural, uncontrolled. Increase your awareness of your deep, natural, spontaneous breathing. You're going to use your mind to take a trip through your body. In the West, this is known as body scanning. Its benefits are felt in discovering a state of deep relaxation and heightened awareness of your own body, including the aura around your body. Don't strive to feel anything, and don't contrive or force feelings. Make an intention not to fall off to sleep during this practice. If you do, don't worry about it, but try to strengthen your intention to stay awake during the exercise next time. Begin to become conscious of your body. Let's start on the right. With your mind, feel your right hand, palm of the hand, back of the hand, right wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of the chest, waist, hip, right thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the foot. Now to the left. Left hand, palm, back of the left hand, left wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the chest, waist, hip, left thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the foot. Now to the front of your body, the forehead, center of the brow, right ear, left ear, nose, right cheek, left cheek, upper lip, lower lip, chin, throat, chest, stomach, navel, lower abdomen, genitals, right thigh, left thigh, right kneecap, left kneecap, right shin, left shin, right ankle, left ankle, feet. Now the back, sole of the right foot, sole of the left foot, back of the right knee, back of the left knee, back of the right thigh, back of the left thigh, buttocks, hips, shoulder blades, back of the neck, back of the head. Become aware of the whole right leg, both legs, right arm, left arm, both arms together. Awareness of the whole back of the body, the whole body. Notice how often your attention wanders off from the body and drifts into daydreams or completely unrelated thoughts. But now, rest in simple awareness. Do nothing for a few minutes. Say nothing, be nothing. Just rest Don't criticize or beat yourself up by whatever you discovered during the exercise. The whole point is to begin to become more aware of your body, your feelings, yourself. Now go about your day and make a decision to return to this magical practice again from time to time, especially when you go to bed and are falling off to sleep, or if you wake in the night with your head full of thoughts. Over time, you'll notice definite changes in your mind and your life as a result. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and have found it of interest and helpful. Thank you for listening. I'm David Brown, and this is The Alchemy of Sex and Spirit.